Welcome back. Welcome back. We're sponsored by APSUsoil.com. And we are going to be putting in Shinner JR today. There he is right there. Survived the night. We put new water in this morning, so we dumped out a little and put a little back in there. So our water over here is really cleared up. Really start to see the bottom now. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Only being running for 24 hours. You actually see the bottom down there, so that's good. And it looks like we fixed our splash issue. Very little splash. I mean, I get a little coming through here, but it's like faint, not big. It's just a very little bit coming through here. I don't think it's anything to worry about. It doesn't even get the log wet. What's going on, Georgia? Georgia on my mind. Good name. Main Trees. What's up, brother? Glad you stopped by. We're just going to wait for a few more people to join, then we're going to let Shinner JR in. We got him in our bucket. We caught him yesterday in the minnow trap down there in yesterday's live. But now we got, what's going on? Stutter, Jeremy. Shinner JR made it through the day, or through the night. Put new water in here, and he's acclimated very well. What's going on? Contra. Hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, we're getting ready to put the fish in the water. Having a good day so far. As long as this guy gets in there with no issues, we'll have a great day. Hope you're having a good day, everybody in chat. Hope you're having a good day. Our water's cleared up nicely. We should be able to see Shinner JR down there pretty well. Although we still got to do some aquascaping, but still no water in our trap hole, so that's good. Got some grass that's really starting to grow. Once we get this grass growing, it's just a matter of coming around and starting the original stuff. The start of the beginning of chop and drop. That's what I'm trying to get out there. Basically just take the tops of the grass and sprinkle it around. It's just the beginning. So our tomato plant looks good. So we're running 13 hours of light right now. So we've got these Grandmaster LEDs. Discount code Yellow Skunk if you're into needing some lights. But we're day 70 over there in that garden. I'll go over there in a minute. And I got some basil over there. Got tomato. Got sweet potato. Oh, we went and bought a couple of seeds. Bought a few seeds today at Tractor Supply. What is this? What did I get here? Spinach. Some spinach. Some short sweet carrots. Some cucumbers. I got some dill. I got some what is that? Cilantro, some parsley, some sage, and some yellow squash. One of my favorites. So we'll be putting some of these in some of those organic plugs over there. We've already got the wheatgrass in there. Let's see here. Oh, Monster Monstera he's picked up some basil today. Yeah. Good stuff to have around all the time. The herb garden is going to be right through here, over there, coming down through there. We're going to have, I don't know yet, carrots probably right through here. Start the cucumber over there and wrap it around. We got squash over here. We got the tomato over there. We'll have some cucumber. We got sweet potato. I've got some okra. Got a couple different things we're going to get going in here, but all in due time. This over here has to finish up, which is close, day 70. We are real close. Nice, tight, no larf. We went to my storyline. I took a picture of the purple. This has got purple trikes. You get close enough to it, down in there. Man, it's got a good smell to it. Whew. This one right here is quite nice. This is the orange lean, which I think this one's pretty much done. You can start seeing the purple tips there. Very gassy, fruity on that. Then we got the big girl over here. She's still pushing. See, this side is where I had it laying, and we flipped it over a couple days ago, kind of like flipping our pancakes there. Let that light ripen this side up. This is the raspberry deadhead from Luna Whitcomb. This is the top right here. We strung this off a little bit better. It's got a rubber fruity pebbles. Burnt rubber and some fruity pebbles going on. But maybe a little bit of sour milk in there too. It's like you let your fruity pebbles stay in the bowl of milk too long. And some burnt rubber behind it. It's quite nice. I'm really wondering what it's going to smoke like. Yeah. Yeah. Deliciously funky. Yeah, it is pretty good. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Luna puts out some good stuff. This one here is probably one of my favorite, although this one here and the one I just came from over there, the Lunar Chem. That Lunar Chem over there, that thing's got a different type of funk. This is like that sweetness, like the fruity pebble, like that. It's got the sweet and the funk, That one over there is more like sour milk funk, like some chemical behind it. This one is more fruity pebble, more rubberish on the end there. Used to use some hydrogen, yeah. Well, these LEDs are come a long way, my friend. I'm only running 300 watts, I think. But I'm just learning how to manage spectrums and far red and deep red. That kind of screwed us this time. But put us back a couple of weeks. If you've been following along, we kind of crashed this creek with that far red and well, the deep red actually. And that took away all our cyanobacteria and literally crashed the system. Our algae went away, our shit built up and crashed. But we're back in action now. You see the algae growing? This algae is what's catching the poo. We don't have a filtration system in here. So the creek is the filter. So it's our job to steward the bed or steward the creek, pulling this out and putting it in our soil, letting the critters run through it, releasing all the nutrients. So that's how it works. And these things just seem to love it. As long as you keep the bed or the creek happy, the flower seems to be happy. Creek not happy, plant not happy. That's how it works. We got to come in here and pull this doo-doo out and throw the doo-doo in the soil, because that's where it belongs. Doo-doo belongs in the soil. And the algae is what's trapping this doo-doo. And all the pond waste. We have the job of spreading it around, letting everybody get their share. It's like candy, the microbes. They love fish shit. And turtle shit too. And all the plants seem to love it. The algae catches it. Literally, you can see the algae photosynthesizing. See the bubbles? Those are oxygen bubbles. And that is Mother Nature doing her thing. Doing her thing. I'm just gonna come through here. Oh, hey, bud. Hey. This is my job here. Just kind of flush it on down. Let it cycle through. Kink in my damn lower back. I tell you that. Every time I turn around, I get this sharp pain in my freaking lower back. That's not good. Look at all that. So just release the Kraken. And then that runs down through here, and all these roots through here from this. These roots are from the lucky bamboo there. And just that catches a lot of that. And then we have this one filtration pad right here. This pad here catches some of that before it goes back around. So we do this once every couple days or so. You know, you just got to come through, feed your soil, feed the critters. That's all I'm doing is feeding critters. My back. I need a backotomy. Oh. Let's see what we got under here today. I bet there's some isopods. Whee! Look at them. Up in the pine cone. Love pine cones for some reason. They love to breed up in there, I guess. And they're right underneath of it. It's a walnut shell. Look at the worms right there. Yeah, I'm working down there. Those are my workers. What's going on, William? Yeah, sound down. What's going on? Appreciate everybody stopping by for a little bit. I'm just fucking around in here. Gonna release our fish. That's what we're gonna do. Let's release our fish. We got Shinner JR down here. Here's Shinner JR. Oh, let's go, Shinner. Time to go. Come on out of there. Come on. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, I didn't get all of it. He's in. Junior is home. Never to be seen again for about a week, probably. First edition, that's right. The first shitter. The first turd maker is in. All right. Like I said, we probably won't see him for a minute. Now all we gotta do is find some, when we get a little less rain, when the reservoir goes down a little bit, I want to walk around the edges. I can pick up some more log. I know of a stump that I was looking at that's in the water down there. I kind of want to go down there and try and pull it out. Probably need a chainsaw to do it, but it would look great to have a stump right in the middle that came up. And then we could set that piece of log there on top of a stump, and that could be our pathway. Raise the water level up, and that could be our turtle path where that sits on the log. They could just climb up, boom, climb up that, sit there, sun themselves, fish. What was the reservoir made from? This is all concrete. Concrete masonry mix, rocks, and then a lot of pond shields. If you want to go back and look at a few of those, this has been a little bit of a disaster zone for the last month. We've been dialing it in, I mean, you know, but it did leak. we had a leak somewhere, then it was splashing all over the fucking place, and Splash was leaking a lot of water, so we had to come in here and raise the walls up. So you can see these two walls have been raised up. Then we placed some logs there to stop the splash. You can see how wet that log is there. It's catching a lot of that splash. And that seems to have done the trick. We have a trap hole here. We have a hole. You want to go down in there, you can see that we are still dry. If I get it to focus, but that's the 4. Anyway, you can't see it because I can't get it to focus, but there's no water down there. If there's water down there, since I'm not connected anywhere, so I have the sand and silt packed up around here, but I'm not connected to the soil at all. When I bring this sand up here and I connect it to here, it will wick water right on down, and that water will wick, and over time, all of this will stay wet and moist. The plant roots will go under, be drawn to that water. The roots will grow to the edge of the creek wall where that water is being wicked. And just like over here, that sand and silt, the worms will eventually, you can see we placed some right here, we connected it, but this is what happens to that. The worms run through it, and this is part of the poop loop. This is why I'm always talking about shit, because you can look, there's a springtail right there. That's a springtail. That's how small they are compared to an isopod. There's a mite right beside that, a little spider mite or some type of mite. And then there's isopods, big ones, little ones. These guys are mining. They're mining sand, silt, clay, organic matter, which is what this is. That's what that is. Same stuff out of the reservoir. Right off the edge of a creek or a pond, you're going to find this stuff. And it's nothing but minerals, and sand, and clay, and organic matter, broken down to its finest particle. And then from here, it has to be mined and released. And we start the process of that with the worms. The worms love that grit. That's silt right there. And you can see the black spots. That's organic matter. Those little black spots are organic matter. Silt is very fine. Sand is what just fell out my hand. So this right here, what you see, this combined in accumulation will wick and hold water like crazy. And the biology in this is what's meant to be there to mine. So it's actually being mined right now as we speak. When we add water to it, it turns into this. So it sticks together. You can see the clumps of sand, silt, clay, organic matter, all clumped together when moisture comes in. It really holds it, wicks it. It's nature's wick. It can wick water up the hill, down the hill, across the hill, whatever which way you want to go. But it'll hold it and stay wet. Even if it's all the way up here, water's way down there, wicks it all the way up. And when this connects to this, it'll stay wet. It'll just wick, it'll just makes the connection. It's like a bridge. So this stuff here, actually I already have some over here, is this. This will eventually turn to this. That is worm shit and every other kind of mite shit and springtail shit and isopod shit and more worm shit. And then the worms run through it again, and then they run through it again and run through it again until it gets like this. And this is an aggregate, a worm casting aggregate that is full of the good stuff. Basically, plant available nutrients now. So we went from sand and silt from this to this. And this is just really the start. Then this can come over to here into the soil, and it'll get broken down again and again until the microbes, Dr. Elaine Ingham used to say that you can grow a plant if you could take a grain of sand and release all the nutrient and mineral in that grain of sand, you can grow a plant. That's just one grain. So imagine what's on my finger right here. There's enough mineral and nutrient right there. You see the different colors, all that. If that's released to a root zone and it's available, which it is not right now, but it would be if it was broken down in nature's way. Basically what these guys are doing right now. They're in there breaking down all that sand and silt. You put this under a microscope and you see all the good stuff. Because it's just a constant water source, it's a constant food source, everything's constant. The environment, as long as we keep the lights right, the environment stays right, the biology stays right, biology makes the world go round, they mine all the good stuff, make it plant available. The plants then take the light, turn it into photosynthesis, turn it into sugars, run it down these veins here, down into the rhizosphere. I'm kind of teaching myself right now, so I'm just talking to myself. I'm not trying to teach nobody. This is just what I've learned. And this is what I'm learning right now. We got our show this Thursday. We got Matt Powers coming this Thursday. So please come hang out with us Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. Matt is like the regenerator. He is an OG regenerator. He's written over 20 plus books. #1 seller on Amazon for regenerative farming. I mean, you can't argue with that. He's taught me, he's taught so many he's taught so many people what's going on around here, and still learning. That's the cool part about it. He doesn't make no bun. We're all still learning this shit. That's why Soil Discoveries exists. That's why I kind of came up with me and Mo, not just me, but Mo came up with, he was like, man, it's just so many discoveries of that. That's a good show, man. Right there. Soil Discoveries. I was like, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to freaking learn and find things. Hopefully find something crazy. You never know. I've never seen a system like this where I can actually pull from a regenerative system like this and then be able to send it to a microscopist, a microscope dude or girl, you know what I mean? Somebody knows what the hell they're doing. And we can see what's up and hopefully learn how to grow plants. So we can grow anything. You can grow this. You can grow this weed in here, and you can grow food same way. And you can grow regeneratively. You can grow in a closed loop system where all we have is our lights, our environment, a couple of pumps, some fans, dehumidifiers. We can run probably much all of that off of solar power if we wanted to. once we set all this up later on. You know, this is brand new, only a year and a half old, kind of an experiment, so you're not going to go spending a whole lot of money. I don't have a whole lot of money in this. A lot of work, a lot of hard labor. Like my hands have touched every rock in here. So that's where we're at anyway. The future of this is endless. It really is. I mean, if we can educate ourselves on how to grow biology, grow nutrient-dense food and medicine, and food is medicine, so you can do all that year-round and educate and bring joy to my life. I'm all about that. That's what we're about here. Having some fun, a hobby, and education ourselves, and whoever wants to come along on the journey is more than welcome. As I say, just don't be a dick. Oh, my back. Check out our new leaf over here. It's getting bigger. Getting bigger. This one is just stupid. Look at this. Raw. Where's everybody? Hey, there you are. What's up, Scoot? What's up, Cooter? Cooter's down there looking at me like, gotta throw a fucking nugget down here, bitch. You throw some nuggets, homie. Y'all ate yesterday, though. It's algae day. It's greens only today, guys. Greens only. No nuggets. See Cooter over there. I want a bunch of fat turtles swimming around in the pond. Shitting all over everything like he already did. You need healthy turtles, alright? Saw Digger over here earlier, and we fed Digger a worm. Let's see if I can find him. He was. Digger's tough to find sometimes. Where you at, Digger? Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. You seem to have misplaced our Digger. Oh, wait a minute. I see you. What are you doing? Huh? You hiding? Come on out here and show yourself. Come on. Come on. Show everybody how small you are. You had a big old fat worm today. Say hi. Everybody say, "What's up, Digger?" Oh yeah, he's real good at hide and seek. He's getting some water right now. He blends in so well with the surrounding. I mean, he really does. It's like almost impossible to see if you're not really paying attention. Digger's famous. Got like 1.4 or 5 million views on Instagram. He's got like over 140,000 likes or some shit. Stupid. All for a baby digger. This thing looks pretty good. Our little man getting ready to cut some grass. The grass probably needs some water. We ran it up to this point, but we haven't connected it. See right through here. I didn't want to connect to anything right now just because it's too soon. Let it run for a couple days. Make sure we don't leak any excess water in our hole over there. Then we'll start connecting. See, grasses are growing. The wheatgrass is going good. I got this old Kimmy Pure bag here. Here's that. That holds water too. It's just nothing but carbon, really. Just biochar smashed up in a bag. Let the water pour down over it. Helps clean, purify the water. Getting ready for Junior over here, which we'll probably never see again. He'll be hiding down in there somewhere, I'm sure. Got some rocks down there, but what we're gonna do is put some bluegill in there, some crappie, some bluegill. Those are gonna be eating fish, not Junior. Junior's a shiner. He's just gonna be about that big. But our bluegill will eat those. Crappie, we got some crappie. Try and catch some crappie. Throw some crappie in there. We'll try and get them to breed, spawn, do whatever the hell they do. Produce more crappie. There'll be a bunch of crappie in here. You can see this. Mushrooms. Look at those. Tell me that's not fungal. Huh. Open it up, got a gnat in the eye. Gnat flew up right in my freaking eye. There's some more fungal right there. Grass. It's like an old pumpkin seed. Pop. And that'll be about it of that. This stuff smells so good too. I mean, it just smells like freaking earth. Like an old forest floor, really. The moisture from the... Look at the moisture build up from the condensation. The top being on it. Just dumping, keeping the top moist, and that lets everything be happy as long as it's got moisture. And you've got life down there creating that little bit of CO2. It's gonna, that condensation's gonna rise up and hit that warm water, and drop back down, and keep the cycle going. Pretty cool. And all the light it's getting is that right there. It's shining, the stuff it's shining through the top there. Very low light, but more like it's a yellow light, of course, because it's a yellow top. So. Pretty cool to see. You know the science behind all that stuff. Yeah, let's see here. We were going to take some tops, but we're still debating. We still got, I think, we're going to let them go. This one's probably done. I know this, oops, sorry. I know this top is pretty close. Nubs are tight, it's like rocks. I'm trying to get some of that undercarriage there to ripen up. This one here is one of my favorites though. This one's got that funk going. It's got the funk going. This is where I found the purple. Too bad I can't get it to fucking focus. Or maybe it is, I just can't see. Day 70. Man, it smells good. God damn. Usually don't go much past 70 for these hybrids. You know, in the 60s or 70s is usually where we're. But we did lose some time during the crash. And so I don't leave none of this sugar leaf on here as much as I can. I take off just because we ain't growing sugar leaves. And all this gets chopped and dropped. Oh yeah. Very nice. Very nice. All sitting up in the grass. Look at that, just nugs sitting in the grass. How often do you see that? Just nugs sitting in the grass, just laying around, dangling in the grass. Dangling over the pond over here. All this is just nothing but roots over here. These are all grass roots, so it's really hard to tell, but all that is roots. All this down through here is root. Root. It's kind of like just, the only spot there's no root is where that water's running down through there, and that's just mostly slime. A little bit of algae build up that the turtles could come get. And all this is root from all of this. can clog up in here. That's why we got to get down in here sometimes, pull some of this shit out of here. Make sure we got good, clean passage. Ain't much down there. Yeah, everything's looking crystally. Definitely terped out in here. You can smell it a fucking mile away. That damn UPS driver came in here the other day and was like, damn. He didn't even have to slide open the door. He's my buddy though. So he slid open the door and was like, damn. You're almost done in there, ain't you? He follows me on Instagram. So. Almost done. The funk is in the house. Like they all got little distinct different flavors. This one here is funky as shit. That big one over there is right behind this one. The Orangeline is totally different. These two over here are a little bit milder in the smell wise. That one funky, that one funky, that one funky. These two over here are a little funky, but more of a pepper. This one's got more of a peppery like smell going on, like a licorice pepper. Yeah, it's weird. It's sticky as all hell though. Sticky, icky. Hopefully our grass comes. What's going on? Potato master. Nice. Don't be jealous. You too can have one of these. It's just a little bit of work. And my back is paying for it, let me tell you. Tomatoes really start to get. I think we're running. We're up to 13 hours a light. We're gonna end up on 16 hours. So we're increasing. We were 12. We're gonna go to 13. We go to 14, 15, and then end up on 16. Stay at 16 to the full veg, and then ramp it all down, back down to 15, 14, 13, 12, let everything go to flower. So I'm going to do that over the course of a week. So I'll run a week of 13, and I'll run a week of 14, a week of 15, and a week, and then stay on 16. That's my plan. Instead of flipping all at once, we're going to slowly increase it. Try and keep them from harming, Trying to increase the light on the flower, but not go to re-veg. And we can do that if we just slowly and then pull right on day 7 usually. So I'm at 13 hours right now on day 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 4th day. Each day I see a difference for sure. Yeah, pepper. I get a funky pepper off that one. This one is totally different. This one is, which goes to show you, you really can't go off of looks. Like the looks, in just one aspect. God damn, that thing is just, it's a different funk, for sure. You just want to keep smelling it. It's almost got that grape, fruity pebble, grape sour milk. Funk going on. Very nice. I like it a lot. So we were only going to plan on doing an hour today on the live, so we're 10 in. We put the fish in. We don't really have. Oh, just saw a lizard. Just saw a lizard. That's how we get soil on the floor. Skinks. Skink. Y'all know what a skink is? Little lizards that eat isopods, worms, critters and stuff. And I've got this daggone black soldier fly flying around me. We got lots of skinks. They come in underneath the door here and run all through here. I've got a lot of them over there. Come on, black soldier fly. Thank you. And that was only $20 there. See, this is still growing. Yeah, I understand that. This is actually this whole grow right here, to be honest with you, I mean, once you put the money into, setting it up, and, for me doing this, the biggest real expense was, well, of course I had to buy the property, and then this is an old garage. It's just an old 500 square foot 2-car garage. You can see the rails, the doors are right here, and used to be a car here and a car here. I just turned it into this. So you're going to have to buy your lights. You're going to have your mini split back there. So I got a mini split. And those will cost you about $4 grand. 2 dehues. You only need one if you're running one, but I have 2. And the system itself, I mean, basically runs itself. Like, I don't have to ever buy, amendments or fertilizer. That's the whole point of this whole bed here, is to step away from from the contemporary way of growing, like buying NPK products, buying, fertilizers, going to the grocery store and spending a fortune, hundreds of dollars on every grow. That's not this. Once I put the money in, this is basically free. Like, it paid for itself after the first run. Like, literally. Literally paid for itself. All I had to do was sell some to my friends. Of course, that's, hearsay. But friends and family, myself, and, there's nothing to it. There's no cost involved, really. There's a pump there. The lights don't hardly, the LEDs don't pull no power. It might cost me an extra $100 a month for 4 months. That's $400. I don't spend everything else comes from right around the property. Like, all of this soil here you see here comes from my property. Like, I made that myself. That's going to go in here. That's the way I've always done it. Now, I've got sponsored from APSU.com, APSU Living Soil. If you don't want to make your own and you want the good stuff, it's already pre-balanced. It's already, the chaotic exchange is dialed in. The microbes are there, the fungi, the bacteria, everything's already dialed in for you. It's just basically a water-only soil. His super soil is water-only. His living soil depending on what you're growing. Like if you're trying to grow cannabis, you might have to feed towards the end, but it's, you know, but yeah, that's, you fill it up. You only have to buy soil once if you know what you're doing. That's the key. Like, buy it once, keep feeding it. If the life is in the soil and you feed that life, it will reproduce. It needs to have a home. If the conditions are right, they will reproduce. So if we want to reproduce microbes, most time people will tell you got to make a compost tea. Oh, you want to reproduce my compost tea? They'll bloom after 24, 48 hours. Okay. Well, what do you think this is? That right there is a constant compost tea. Coming out, and it's got food in it from fish and waste. So we're going to be filtering it with no filtration. The creek itself is the filtration. And then we allow that water to come on down through here and get wicked up into the soil pockets. And through the wicking action and through the microbiology and the microbes releasing all the nutrients, and then we get into, the secondary metabolites on the trichome production usually comes from a little bit of stress from light. And we can get this soil dialed in where they have all the nutrients they need. Dial in the light to photosynthesize the terpenes. So it's a balance, man. It really, I don't know the science. I just know the basics. It's a fucking balance of light and nutrition. You put these two together along with the environment, and voila. Let nature do its thing. I just built a system where it has the opportunity to be productive. Kind of like the way this country was built. Opportunity for all, but it is just an opportunity. Nothing's guaranteed here. This is a war going on down here 24/7. You know what I mean? This is a battle. It's battle royale down here all the time. Things are eating and shitting, fighting for survival constantly. Which is what's cool. Kind of how the world goes round, right? We just got to be stewards and feed the system, like this algae right here, and the chop and drop. Look at all the trichomes on the sugar leaf there. That's going to get eaten. That's going to get shit out. All of this, everything is good. It's all good. There is no such thing, because we have to have a bad, because we have to have bad. If we ain't got no bad, we got no good. We got no good, we got no bad. The yin and the yang, positive, negative. You know what I mean? What goes around comes around. What goes in your mouth comes out your ass. It's a loop, a poop loop. It's a simple system that is extremely unconscionably difficult and complex. So why try? Of course, we're trying. We want to know, but you're talking quantum. These things are on a quantum level. I'll say it again. Quantum level intelligence here. We are on this level. We're not even close to being able to take light and catch it and turn it into sugar. And then send that down the vein to microbes for them to go out and mine what's in this. But it's got to be there for them to mine it. So, chop and drop. Buy good soil, put it in, keep feeding it, keep feeding it, keep feeding it. That's how nature works. Leaves drop every winter for a reason. Pretty simple stuff. Extremely complicated. I really don't put too much emphasis in. I'm dyslexic, so I can't pronounce. That's why you hear me having a really difficult time pronouncing words. Like me reading a book, yeah, right. I can't do it. I can't. I'm ADHD, dyslexic. I'm everything enrolled into one. Like school was not my jam. No college for me. I could have gone to college, but I knew better. Like, look at that bubble. All those bubbles coming around. Yeah, I knew better than to put my ass in college. Shit. That would have been a waste of money. That would have been nothing but party central. Of course, I partied either way. I didn't need to go to college. I didn't need to spend money to go party. I just showed up at the college parties back in the day. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta pay no money, party. I went straight into the workforce, my friends. Started my own business when I was 19, did a mobile detailing business. Got a real estate license, bartended, worked for a mechanical contractor. Sales, outdoor, indoor, sold windows and doors, sold cell phones. Worked at Budget Rent-A-Car, worked at Bullets, worked at Farm Fresh, worked at a campground. All this within like 3 or 4 years too. And then I was 23, 24. And yeah, I bought my first truck when I was 23, 24. I've been doing that for 20 years, 23 years. Holy shit, time flies, man. Time fucking flies. Do it while you can, my friends. Do it while you can. If you have an idea, don't be scared. Don't be afraid to fail. That's my big advice. I've never been afraid to fail. I've always had extreme confidence in my ability to do it. Even as a kid, I don't know where it came from. I just was born with it, I guess. But ever since I was a little boy, I can remember telling myself, I just believed in myself. And whatever I did, I guess I've heard it on a TV show or something. And it just stuck with me. Like, you believe in yourself and you can almost see the future. You can almost predict the future. It helps to know yourself, know who you are, know where you're going. So if you have a clear path of where you're going, or not so clear, but at least a destination, and will it to happen, just manifest that shit. See it, do it, and then fight the little battles all along the way. That's what we did over here. We did that with this, and we're doing it over here with this. All the little battles we got to fight along the way will help us out in the end. We'll be that much smarter, especially when we deal with it firsthand. So that's my advice for the day. Tip of the day. Yeah, help a person. Self-believe is, I'm telling you guys, if you don't believe in yourself, you need to start. I don't care how bad you fucked up. Everybody fucks up. Believing in yourself is extremely important. See it, do it. And with that being said, we're going to roll out of here. Go eat my Subway sandwich that I went and got earlier. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. Don't forget, check out apsusoil.com. And subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button if you haven't. I appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.